Have you ever wondered about the first woman in creation? Her name would be Eve. We read about Eve in Genesis chapter 2 when God forms her out of the rib bone of Adam, the first man. Now, God had told Adam that he could eat from any tree in the garden except the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. That tree he could not eat from. He made a suitable helper for Adam, and in chapter 3 we read that the serpent wastes no time in trying to deceive them. He says to Eve, "Fruit looks good. You should have it." She said, "We're not supposed to eat from it, and we're not supposed to touch it." Oh, who said that? He just doesn't want you to see what he sees. He doesn't want you to know what he knows. And of course, I'm paraphrasing, but you could read it for yourself in Genesis chapter 3. And Eve sees the fruit, she touches it, she ends up eating it, she gives it to Adam. And then they realize their nakedness, and they sew fig leaves together to hide that nakedness. And then they hear God calling them in the garden, and they go and they hide because they're ashamed. And God has called them out and asked them, "Why are you hiding?" And they say, "Because we were naked." And he's like, "You wouldn't know that unless you ate off the tree." Today we're going to look at this story from Eve's perspective. Oftentimes we look at it from Adam's perspective, and we all laugh and joke and say, "Well, it was the woman's fault. She gave him the fruit." But we never really, at least I don't, hear from Eve's side of it to see how she felt, to see what happened, to see how she felt and how she dealt with what God said to her. Booting him out of the garden, she would have painful childbearing, and her husband, Adam, would toil the land. So today, let's look at it from her perspective. So there we were in the garden, naked and ashamed. So we sewed fig leaves together to hide our nakedness, and we heard God calling, and we were hiding. And finally, we came out from hiding, and we confessed what we did. And he told Adam he would toil the land. And he told me I would have birth pains and childbearing. I don't even know what that is, but I guess one day I'll find out. You've done enough already. Why did I listen to a snake anyway? Well, I found out what birth pains are. Oh, one day I was getting bigger and bigger, and my covering was getting bigger and bigger. "Adam, what's happening to me? I don't understand." And then it happened. Wet stuff started pouring out of my body onto the ground, and I thought, "Ah!" And Adam grabbed my hand, "Whoa!" And every few minutes I go, "No!" And then I remembered what God said. I would have pain. That must be pain. I must be with child. I must be going to have a childbirth. And then hours went by. Oh. And then something started to come out down here. And I squeezed Adam. And then I looked down. Oh, what is that? Well, I found out what these are for. The baby loves them. Adam's out tilling the land. just like God said. And I'm here with the baby who always wants to be on these. How long will this last? How long before my baby becomes something other than a baby? How long will these hurt? They hurt. And sometimes I think if I had not eaten the fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, would it hurt so bad? Oh, it's okay. We're going to be fine because God's going to care for us. I don't know how, and I don't know what to do next, but I just need to trust that He'll show me, because I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this before. There's no manual. There's no book. And Adam, he doesn't know. He just knows about animals. And this is not an animal. This looks like us, only a much smaller version. It has Adam's eyes and, well, my nose. And, well, I guess I better be going now. I have to go put the baby down for a nap.